Thank you for taking the time to interview with the Nocturnal, and we're going to get started. So my first question is, what would you say was the scariest part about filming a whodunit mystery film?
The scariest part. I think I don't know that I necessarily ever felt that there was like a scary part. I think the part that I was like worried about, which is also why I accepted it, was like the conflict that I had as far as like the shame, like, am I really a good person? Am I not a good person? Like, am I lying to her? Am I misleading her? So, but knowing that my reality is the truth, and I believe that him and I are together, and I didn't know he was married. So I think that having that conflict and knowing that when I went into this, I would have that conflict was probably like a scary aspect, but I don't think anything else felt like scary.
How would you say that playing this role has helped you grow as an actress?
I think any role that I accept allows me to be able to grow because I get to, take on different circumstances and believe in them and and play with them and trust them and allow them to influence and to kind of see how that feels in the moment and experience that. And it allows me to continue to trust myself and trust the work. And also I got to shadow the director, Martin Wood. So to be able to learn a lot of the behind the scenes part was like really beneficial to me as an artist.
Throughout the movie, who would have thought that the deceit of one man would bring two women together and closer to one another? So what do you think in that experience would tell audiences once they watch the film?
I guess that's a common story as far as like, people being misled. And a lot of times, usually the two people that are being misled start to hate each other. But instead, in this project, these two women come together and we get to fight for the bigger picture. Someone was wrong and someone did something bad, and we want to find out who.
And speaking of fighting for the bigger picture, why do you think it's important to take matters into your own hands, even when authorities and professionals are involved?
I think that, if it can happen in a safe manner, we usually, the person that it happens to, we take it personal, and our whole life and day is wrapped around that incident. And so we're able to focus a little bit more and we have more time to put towards it. And so I think that it's important that if you believe in something, you put your energy, towards excavating that and figuring out like what happened. And that's really what they do. It's not that they don't want the police's help. I think it's just that, hey, you're not paying attention. There's a lot of stuff going on. We get it. You got a job, but this is crazy. And like, we found this out and we found that out. And I don't know who it is. And this person's that. It's just like we see the details. We're junior detectives.
And lastly, what do you think the audience would be most blown away by in this whodunit film?
I think the journey of the friendship, like their journey, to see where they start, where it goes, and how it ends. I think that's going to be a really beautiful part of this movie.